here is the tale of the tape. Fabian Edwards and Costello van Steenis. Edwards 9-0, Van Steenis 12-2. The height the same, the reach significantly favors Edwards. This is gonna be a thriller between two men who genuinely don't like each other. Let's get to Craig Stephen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to you from the Allianz Cloud here in Milan, Italy. We're live on Channel 5, and Bellator MMA is very proud to bring you the main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Sanctioned by the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation, Chairman James Gessner, Tribe Chief Lynn Malerba, President of Sports and Entertainment Tom Cantone, and Director Mike Mazzulli. Our 3 scoring judges are Jaron Vallel, Douglas Crosby, and Salvatore D'Amato. And so, to our viewers joining us live on Channel 5 and around the world, the officials are ready. The fighters are ready. It's time to introduce the main event. Firstly, and boxing out of the blue corner, standing 6'1" and weighing in at 185 pounds even. His professional record, 12 wins, only 2 defeats. He fights out of Rotterdam by way of Vlaardingen, Netherlands and Altea, Spain. He is the Spaniard, Costello van Steenis. And across the cage, also at 6'1", and also weighing in at 185 pounds even. His record so far perfect. 9 wins, no defeats. Fighting out of Birmingham, England, by way of his homeland, Kingston, Jamaica. He is Fabian the Assassin Edwards. And now to give final instructions, our referee, Mr. Todd Anderson.
Gentlemen, we have the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. If you wish to touch gloves, do so now. I expect a clean fight. Back to your corners.
They were never going to, were they? There's Van Steenis. I know that we can build up these rivalries and there could be a lot of fakery going on, but trust me, this is real. They do not like each other. They cannot stand each other. And Fabian Edwards seems to produce that emotion in a lot of middleweights. It might just be about whoever keeps their head. Van Steenis admits that he's failed to do that in the past. Edwards is very good at it, but what a matchup this is.
Edwards is a sharpshooter in the ring. Great southpaw kickboxing. Takedown defense and opportunistic submissions when it is needed, but I'm looking for him to stand in this fight and fight on the outside. Van Steenis is a powerful guy in all positions, loves to press the action and be super aggressive. I think the key for him, though, and speaking to his coaches and so on this week, is to get in and out clean, to land those big shots, but don't allow Fabian anything for free. So watch for him to pick his shots. Maybe a tentative first round is on the cards, but once this one goes and explodes, I think we're going to see some big strikes and big exchanges from both guys.
Yeah, Edwards can certainly spoil that. Fight against Shipman was so eagerly awaited, and in the end, it wasn't much to watch at all. Edwards won it narrowly by split decision. Needs to remember the entertainment part of things at times, but he's happy and relaxed on the outside as he is at the moment. He said that Van Steenis is comically stiff. Let's see if Van Steenis is able to catch him. Went for the kick and then followed it up with a straight right hand. Edwards is just approaching things coolly and calmly and clinically. And just having a look early on.
Yeah, he's in the zone. You can see in his eyes, they really don't give you any tells at all. You can see it just now from your vantage point, just how relaxed he is in there and how fluid. The hand fighting and the parrying, just in complete control. For sure, Van Steenis had a nice head kick attempt, but Edwards is starting to find his range and his rhythm. And all these little movements, these little feints, if you will, even with his legs, you can see him kind of pivoting a little bit sometimes to show as if he's going to load up and throw the kick. or reaching forward and then retracting, dropping the lead hand, circling it around. His hand fighting and his read on the fight of where he needs to be is just exceptional. And a lot of people look at him and say, he's only got a left hand, he's only got a left kick, but there's so much more to the game than that, than just those two techniques.
Van Steenis was so furious to lose to John Salter. He said he should have focused more on the game plan. Saw fear in his opponent's eyes, got carried away and rushed his work, through too many kicks, and before you knew it, he was beaten. Won't make that mistake again. I think maybe that has produced this kind of opening from Van Steenis. You normally expect a more aggressive start from him. That's a good leg kick from Costello van Steenis. First mini success, and there's another.
Here comes the power. Van Steenis did a nice job switching up to that lead leg. He did get tapped with the left hand from Fabian, but a couple of those kicks have landed very nicely, and that's an important thing. Because if you can start to slow down the movement, those leg kicks are all investments. They're all money in the bank. If this does go to the second or third round, the way to stop a movement-based striker like Edwards is to just beat those legs up. I mean, that's one way to stop it for sure. Certainly not the only way.
Yeah, there's another obvious way. But I know what you mean about it being money in the bank. Leg kick from Edwards there, but Van Steenis has been using that tactic all the way through this first round. And remember, as we saw with Edwards against Shipman, in these close fights, potentially in these close rounds in which not much goes on, little things like that can win you the round.
Fabian is doing a good job of resetting a little bit here, but he's standing his ground. And I think that's why Costello has gone to the takedown here. Nice. Can he complete it? That's the question. The quickest takedown defenses you're seeing here from Fabian Edwards is the best takedown defense. Prevention is the cure. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure once you're down.
Yeah, he did well in the end there, Edwards.
Patient work here from Van Steenis, though. Sometimes we see him really charge in. I mean, he gets really hyped up.
Very, very quiet opening round. Has Van Steenis so far done just enough to maybe nick it? It's a close one. Another good outside leg kick from the man they call the Spaniard, training out of Rotterdam. Talk about feeling each other out. We expected it to be explosive, but Van Steenis is finishing the stronger here.
It's been mostly the kicks between these two guys. I think that was the most important part of the round.
We disagree for the first time of what has been a long evening, culminating in what we expected to be a terrific fight that has yet to explode.
It was definitely a close round. I mean, I'd have to watch it again. It's always another thing sitting here commentating and instead of, completely focusing on judging the fight. But Van Steenis is starting to turn up the power, and that was a nice side kick he landed cleanly to Edwards there. And switching up again to that lead leg, that's been a really good technique. That was actually the first kick he landed in the first round, and it's worked again here. He talked a lot about how this game that Edwards plays is going to end. I'm going to show that I've got the solution to that problem. But I think also he wanted to show a mature performance, which is why he's not running in on anything, which is why he's not let emotions get the better of him. No big mistakes from either guy so far.
Yeah, it's been one of those fights, hasn't it? Both waiting for an opening that hasn't come yet. Both with serious power, both capable of finishing things very, very quickly. And for all the talk, I think both showing a lot of respect. Long right hand from Van Steenis. He liked that.
They're talking to each other there. Nice inside leg kick. That's a really good technique. This is a intriguing thing to see unfold because the southpaw position and the orthodox position, the open stance, if you will, opens up those rear tools a lot. To the rear, to the body, to the inside leg, of course, on the front. And Van Steenis can switch up very neatly to that too. And again, nice. Very, very, very nice.
Edwards suggesting that it didn't hurt him. He nearly hurt him with the right hand to follow, and now he looks for the takedown and he gets it. Significant move from Costello van Steenis.
That was critical. Edwards here looking to play a little bit of rubber guard. He was actually reaching to the ankle. Now going to the omoplata. Very nice. He's able to clear the head. He can sit up into it. Not often you see this. Regard here for Fabian Edwards. Massive takedown, though, for Costello van Steenis.
Edward looks so fluent, though, doesn't he? Feels like he's not going to be anyone's victim in those kind of situations, working his way out of it as quickly as he could, or at least into what he saw as a dominant position. But this is good from van Steenis.
Edwards looking for something here. I think he's going to try to sit out. But van Steenis is super deep around the waist with that control, and that's disallowing this right now. He's able to control the hips and try to scoot a little bit deeper here to control that position.
Takes a lot of energy to try and subdue Fabian Edwards here. Those elbows there from Edwards. Van Steenis, a little bit of a sitting target there. Not able to get that much leverage on them, but they still hurt, still have an impact.
Costello trying to work here, but Fabian has been able to nullify it by breaking the posture, by pulling him in with that closed guard. Good short punches here from van Steenis. If he can get those shots going, this could be a great way to end the round for him.
It's turning into a difficult fight to score this one. And it will continue to be if it carries on in this fashion. Back to the feet.
Nice stand up there from Fabian Edwards. Van Steenis is holding onto that neck. He's going to hip into this here. It's tough to finish from that position. Edwards is dropped, though.
Edwards is in a little bit of trouble here. Just trying to keep his composure.
He dropped to relieve the pressure on that choke. Van Steenis has got some time here. It's tough to tell how good the grip was. Fabian did the right thing and fought the hands. He couldn't fight the leg control as van Steenis was really hipping in to get the torque on that choke. Up against the fence, that's a nasty place to be. Falling to your back, it's even worse. This is a massive round for Costello. That was a good opportunity. And here come the big power shots from that top position. This is where they wanted to get him.
That hand control, but van Steenis got a couple of those shots away. And all of this is surely enough to convincingly win him this second round. Look at this from van Steenis. Opening up here on Fabian Edwards, under more pressure here, Edwards, than he's ever been in his career. I'm guessing you've got it 1-1 going into this third and final round.
And I understand why you went for Costello in the first, because he had several really hard shots that had immediate impact, right? But for me, I felt there was enough cumulative impact from Fabian to take it. That was a close round. It could have been either way. For sure, round two, Costello van Steenis here.
Either way, Fabian Edwards probably needs to win round three.
I agree. This is an important round, for sure. And if there's any doubt about the first, it's only going to make you be a little bit more urgent here in the third.
In fact, he certainly needs to win it, doesn't he? He may need to win it 10-8. Anyway, see how things unfold. It has never quite caught fire, but it's been clever stuff from Costello van Steenis, and it was interesting to see Edwards under the pressure he was under at the end of round two. We have never seen that in his career so far. It's a better left hand from Fabian Edwards.
Absolutely. I'm loving the kicks, though, from Costello. Those were an important piece of the game plan. And this. Can he get it again? Trying to run the pipe there.
Fabian hanging on here, trying to prevent it.
Good pressure here from Costello. Fabian trying to counter. Costello's bent over a little bit. I mean, it'll be a little more difficult for him to take him down here if Fabian can control the head. This would be massive. If Costello gets the takedown like he had off that guillotine, for example, in the last round, that would be massive. It would be a big, big, big move for him, for sure.
Costello promised us before the fight, I thought it was a really telling comment, that he wouldn't fight like a child anymore and he would turn this into an intelligent war. So far, that's what it has been. That didn't end up as he wanted.
Good sprawl from Fabian, really quick hips. Both guys staying with this transition, but Fabian able to get the back take. A lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, it is not a good place, this, for Costello van Steenis. Already covering up here.
Get out of there. Get your thumb out of there. You'll lose your position.
Fabian trying to punch and open this up. He goes underneath the chin. Oh, he went for the short choke. He went for the choke. He didn't have the other hook in. Costello was able to scramble and get back up to his feet.
And of course it gets harder and harder with the sweat and the slip to get those kind of grips. It's a misstep that from Fabian Edwards from a good position. Approaching the final 2 minutes of what has been a scrappy final round. Edwards, you sense, needs to make something happen and comes close to doing so.
Edwards going for the takedown here. Van Steenis. It looks to me like he's looked over to his corner. Yep, he just realizes there's 2 minutes left. This is critical. This exchange is really vital here. If either guy can get the ascendancy, that could be the exclamation mark they need in this fight.
Yeah, you're right. It could easily be 1-1. With judges wavering here in terms of round 3, this next minute or so could be it. Crystallized right here in 90 seconds.
Nice inside trip. Edwards did a great job of peeling him away from the fence, taking out that leg, and Costello goes down. This is an important round for Fabian Edwards. Will it be enough to eke out a decision, though? I do think this is going to go the distance, Dave.
It's looking that way at the moment. Might be something dramatic in this final minute, though. You wouldn't write either of these off. We thought fireworks on their feet, but that is not how it's played out. Good elbow there from Fabian Edwards.
Edwards controlling here, shutting down the hips, if you will. And the attempt at a cage walk here from Costello. Nice, dragging him away from the fence, exposing the back. All very good maneuvers here from Fabian Edwards. He knew he needed a big round, and he's done the right thing here to control and out-grapple Costello in these positions. This has been an exhausting pace. It's been a very physical fight from both guys.
It has been. Nothing hugely telling. This is going to be close, I tell you, into the final 10 seconds. Fabian Edwards doing enough to win this third and final round and looking for a late submission. Van Steenis is okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, in our main event, we go to the judges' score totals. Judge Sharon Vallel, 29-28, Edwards. Judge Douglas Crosby, 28-27, Van Steenis. Judge Salvatore D'Amato, he scores 29-28 in favor of the winner by split decision. The Spaniards, Costello van Steenis.
So Van Steenis gets it. He strikes a massive blow. Fabian Edwards beaten for the first time. Split decision that will be talked about and talked about. He won a split against Shipman Edwards. He's lost one here against Van Steenis. All of these fights scream rematch and scream that this division is alive. There's no talk between them at all at the end. We can hear from the winner now with Marlies.
I'm standing here with the winner, Costello van Steenis. Costello, congratulations on a big win. Oh, you cannot hear me. Let's do it again. I'm standing here with Costello van Steenis, the winner. Congratulations on a big win.
Thank you.
First of all, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. A little upset.
Why?
Because it was not my performance. I came in with very big injuries, just excuses, but I had to say it. I had a very little bit training camp, so I had to catch more weight than normal as well.
Wow. And what, can I ask, what was the injury?
I have a nerve stuck in the back of my shoulder, and it gave me couldn't even hold my toothbrush up brushing my teeth. Well, fuck it.
Was it a
is what it
factor
is.
now in the fight as well? Did you
At the
feel
beginning,
it?
not. Second round was coming. I was punching myself out because I thought I had to finish. And the third round, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Normally, I have stamina for five rounds, but this time, I don't know.
Well, congratulations on the big win once again. Costello van Steenis.
Thank you very much.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now to the PFL MMA YouTube channel.